let us transition out of Dykstra world right now, and I'll use a very tenuous connection to something that he said and bring in our last guest of the week, which will be Doris Wise. Actually, we haven't had that many guests because Lenny was so many of them. Lenny did say, as you heard, that he was not a big fan of hunting, which he did with his Mets teammate Kevin McReynolds, but he didn't necessarily say anything about guns in general. But, okay, I said it was going to be a tenuous transition. Let's bring in Doris Wise from Jews Can Shoot to sort of piggyback off that and tell us about a great webinar that she is putting together. Doris, thanks for joining me.
Thank you, too, Adam. So we're putting together a three-part series on a Citizen's Guide to Active Shooter Situations, of which there seem to be an increasing number. And my speaker, my instructor, is Scott Kirshner, who has written a great book on it, and it's going to be interactive so people can ask questions. But he's going to provide guidance and instructions, some instruction very simple that we don't even think of unless somebody tells us, easily remembered, should we ever find ourselves in such a situation. Hopefully not, but it's better to be prepared because there's no virtue in being unprepared, especially when I'm making it so simple to be prepared. And so that starts this Sunday at 7:30 Pacific time, and is the following...
7:30 a.m. Pacific time, right?
P.m.
Oh, p.m.
p.m.
What about us Shabbos-observant people? Come on.
Sunday night.
Oh, Sunday. I thought you said Friday for some reason. Okay, Sunday night.
No,
no.
Question. And the second one is on the 19th, which is a Monday at 6:30, and the third one in this series will be the following Sunday, also at 7:30. The videos are going to be available it's $10 whether you're interactive or whether you're watching it on video, because I got to make a few bucks here.
Sure.
And hopefully you will be given tools that you don't, obviously in my opinion, of course, the best thing is for citizens to be armed, but too many situations don't allow us to be armed. People sometimes choose not to be armed. I get
Especially
that.
in your state of California.
Yeah, but there's plenty of us who are armed and legally armed in California. And there will be information that's given to people that you don't even think of. That is so simple, so that's the way to go.
Can you give us a little bit of a teaser without cannibalizing your paid event?
Sure. Okay.
To whet our appetites.
Okay, so as an example, which is something that crosses my mind, because as a child of survivors, I think I live with a heightened sense of a situational awareness. So you walk into a market, a supermarket, and there's a lot of people in not a big space. There's aisles, there's things in the way. Sometimes there's only one visible in and out, although there has to be another one legally. You just have to know where your exits are when you walk into a place. No, you don't. But but you walk into anytime you walk into a public place, look for the exit. Where's the exit sign? Don't go out where you came in the case of a situation. Go out a different way, because everybody is going to be going out the way they came in. You want to go out the other way. So here's my little scenario, which I'm actually going to bring up on Sunday night. You're in a market. Let's say a smaller market, which a lot of people go to, and there's really only one door. And there's a lot of people. It's not a big market. Somebody comes in, got a machine gun, which, by the way, is not legal, but criminals are not legal. So he's got something. He's got anything, and he starts shooting. He locks the doors. You have nothing. What do? No, you don't pull out your cell phone and post a status on Facebook. You take something in an aisle, a can, a this, a that, whatever it is, and throw it at him. People generally will follow other people. If one person does that, other people will do that. He will be taken down. you have to do something. You can't sit there and freeze.
So what could they have done? We're coming up on the anniversary, not far from here, of Pulse Nightclub. What could they have done? Gone to the bar and grabbed the bottles out of there? Is that what should have been done?
You know what, Adam, that is a great question, and we will pose it to Scott, and hopefully he will give us guidance on that one. Not hopefully, I know he'll give us guidance on that.
I guess there's no reason not to do it. Yeah, we still have
No, there's no reason. And there were so many people there, people could have jumped him. Nobody jumped him.
It's incredible, isn't it? No, not like the Flight 91, where they did it, and even though they knew they were going to die, and they still jumped him. But that was one or a couple leaders there. Right.
It's also a mindset. It's a mindset, and we have to change our mindset that we are not victims. So we can't, and we're literally taught. We've given away our ability to defend ourselves. We're told to call 911. You can call 911. First, get the hell out of there, and then call 911. Or
and also, there's also see something, say something, but which is really see something, say something, but not about Islam, you racist, is what it really means. That's true. But I'm thinking that that's going to change in time, actually, because they can't arrest all of us. So if we all say something when we see something, it's going to be a mighty big jail. So I think we should all, and I think more and more people are beginning to understand what they're seeing, and we're going to start saying things. People really don't. I've said this a million times. People don't want to die. London was last week's jihad in Europe. It'll inevitably be another one. What could people have done differently there? Was the best bet just to jump in the River Thames?
You know what, Adam, I'm sorry to say, I really, there are situations that we really can't, that any amount of preparedness isn't going to save us. So that's a whole other topic of conversation, which is what the government is doing. You know, we put locks on our doors. We don't put locks on our doors to keep us from going out. We keep locks on our doors from people we don't want to come in. I have no idea why our country is different than our home.
Any final thoughts you have? Just another good tip for people. Look, the supermarket thing I hadn't even thought of, to look at the exit. I'm sure you got one more good one in the minute we have left.
Okay, so I had just posted a little clip of a video of a sheriff's department talking about preparedness in active shooter situations. He pointed out that the Virginia Tech shooter trained himself for months prior to carrying out his demonic act. Why is it that killers prepare themselves and we don't?
Because they know that they're going to be in a killing situation.
Yes.
We don't. But I want to point out one thing, because we only have 30 seconds left. However, you have to go out and buy guns. You have to go to the range. You have to go to bullets. But you don't even have to do that. You can make yourself a lot safer by going to downloading Doris's webinar right now, which in the last 20 seconds or so we have, can be found at, and how people can get in touch with you.
Well, they can go to www.jewscanshoot.com. Jewscanshoot.com.
And all the information is there, right?
All of it, believe me.
Doris, thanks for joining me today.
Thank you so much, Adam.